Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Once again, I am here with the second and last part of 7th chapter coordinate geometry of class 10th. So we will start with the derivation of section formula followed by centroid of triangle. Then we will be having examples based on these topics. After that, we will discuss area of a triangle, then examples of this topic. At last, we will be having a pop quiz. Let's have a recap what all topics I have covered in my last video. So there we are having introduction of coordinate geometry, uses of coordinate geometry in daily life, Cartesian plane, plotting of a point in plane, and distance between 2 points. In case if you have missed that video, please refer the link from the description box. Let's get started with the section formula. Here we are going to derive the section formula. So consider 2 points A and B. A is having coordinates x1, y1 and B is having coordinates x2, y2, and the point P, x, y is dividing this line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. So PA upon PB will be equals to M1 upon M2, right? As we have to derive the section formula, so we are going to drop the perpendiculars AR, PS and BT from the points A, P and B on x-axis. After that, we will drop perpendicular AC from point A to the line segment PS, and AC is parallel to x-axis. Then we will drop a perpendicular from P parallel to x-axis on line segment BT. Now you can easily find out we are having two triangles, triangle PAC and BPQ. And these two triangles are similar triangles just by AA similarity. How we can find out it easily? See here, angle C, this is 90 degrees, and angle Q, this one is also 90 degrees because these are perpendiculars on these line segments. So angle C is equals to angle Q. Now BT and PS, these are two parallel lines because these two are perpendicular on x-axis. So these both lines are parallel lines. And BP is the line which is intersecting these two parallel lines. So we can say angle B is equals to angle P because these two are corresponding angles. So in this way, you got to know that these two pair of angles are equal. So these two triangles are similar triangles by AA similarity. And you know very well that if two triangles are similar, then the ratio of corresponding sides are always equal for both the triangles. It means we can have PA upon BP is equals to AC upon PQ is equals to PC upon BQ. Right now, we will put here values for these line segments. See, PA is equals to M1, BP is equals to M2. Now we have to find out the value of AC. AC, this is the line segment AC. See, OS is equals to X units. Here the coordinates of point P are XY. So OS is X and OR is X1. So this line segment AC will be X minus X1, just like this. PQ will be X2 minus X because this OT is X2 and OS is X. So PQ is equals to X2 minus X. Now PC, just see here in the figure, PC is equals to Y minus Y1 because this line segment is Y and this is Y1. So PC will be Y minus Y1, just like this. BQ will be Y2 minus Y. So now we are having here these three ratios. So at first we are going to consider these two first ratios. In order to solve the value of X, we have to do cross multiplication of these two ratios. And we will find out the value of X like M1x2 plus M2x1 upon M1 plus M2. Just like this, for finding out the value of Y, we will consider first and last one ratio. And then after cross multiplication and solving it for Y, we can have value of Y like M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 upon M1 plus M2. So coordinates of the point P dividing the line segment joining the points A and B internally in the ratio m1 is to m2 can be given as m1x2 plus m2x1 upon m1 plus m2 and m1y2 plus m2y1 upon m1 plus m2. Now we are going to find out the external section formula. If we are having 2 points A and B having coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 and an external point P is there having coordinates x, y, then we can find out external intersection of this line segment AB just like AP upon PB. AP upon PB, you can see here if this length is M and this distance is N, so it will be AP is to PB is equals to M is to N. So this is the external intersection. Now we will find out external section formula. So if P divides the line segment AB externally in the ratio M1 is to M2, then its coordinates are X is equals to M1 X2 minus M2 X1 upon M1 minus M2 and Y is equals to M1 Y2 minus M2 Y1 upon M1 minus M2 and M1 can't be equals to M2. So this is the external section formula. Now let's find out what is the centroid of a triangle. So a point where medians of a triangle intersect each other is called the centroid. It divides each median in the ratio 2:1. So first of all, you should know what is a median. I hope you are knowing very well. So median is the line segment which we can have just by joining any vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of its opposite side. If D is the midpoint of BC, then after joining this D to A, AD is median here. Just like this, if E is the midpoint of AC and F is the midpoint of AB, then BE and CF, these are medians. So in this triangle, we are having AD, BE and CF medians. And you can see all these three medians are intersecting each other at a single point, which is G. And this intersection point is known as centroid of the triangle. So with the help of section formula, we can have coordinates of the centroid of the triangle like x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. So if you are knowing all the coordinates of three vertices of a triangle, then you can easily find out centroid of a triangle with the help of this formula. Now let's have examples. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4, -3 and 8, 5 in the ratio 3:1 internally. So let's consider that PXY be the required point. Then we will use the section formula because we are having here 2 points and ratio is also given in the question. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2 and ratio means m1 is to m2. So with the help of section formula, we are having coordinates of x or abscissa. We can find out m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. So just put these values here from the question. So m1 is 3, x2 is 8, m2 is 1 and x1 is 4. So after putting these values, we are having 28 upon 4 means 7. So abscissa we got here 7. Now y. Section formula provides us y is equals to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. After putting these values from the question, we are having 12 upon 4. That is value of y is 3. It means the point 7, 3 is the required point about which in the question they are asking to us. So this is the answer. Let's have another question. Find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the points 5, -6 and -1, -4. Also find the point of intersection. So let the ratio be k is to 1 of points 5 minus 6 and minus 1 minus 4. Now you must be thinking that why I am taking here ratio as k is to 1, why I am not taking m1 is to m2, right? So this is a very important point here. Always keep this in your mind. In the ratio m1 is to m2, we are having two variables there. So in order to find out the values of m1 and m2, you have to observe the question carefully, that how many situations and what kind of situations they have provided you in the question. According to that, you have to frame here ratio. And in this ratio case to 1, you can see easily here only one variable is involved, k. So with the help of linear equation in one variable, easily you can find out the value of k. So it will make our calculation easy too, but it totally depends on the question, and your observation should be clear there, that what kind of ratio you have to suppose here, right? So let k is to 1 be the ratio. Now I'm going to explain you this question clearly with the help of this coordinate plane. So you can plot here the points 5 minus 6 and minus 1 minus 4. 5 minus 6 we can have here, and minus 1 minus 4 we are having here. After joining these 2 points, this is the line segment. Now they are saying that this is divided by the y-axis. See, so this is the intersection point here at y-axis, and this point is dividing this line segment in the ratio k is to 1. Why we are taking this ratio from this point? As in the question they are saying, find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the points 5 minus 6, means they are asking ratio from this point to this point. That's why we will write it like k is to 1, because I have considered here k is to 1, so it will be k is to 1 in this direction, right? Now with the help of section formula, the coordinates of this intersection point we can have in terms of k, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. Same formula we are using here, and after putting at the place of m1 k, at the place of m2 1, and x1 y1 x2 y2 are these points. After putting these values, you will be having coordinates like this in terms of k. Now in the question they are saying that this point is lying on the y-axis. It means on the y-axis always abscissa remains 0. Means x coordinate will be 0 here on y-axis, always. Clear? So we can put this term is equals to 0 here. Means minus k plus 5 upon k plus 1 will be equals to 0. So k will be equals to 5. So this is the value of k. Now we are having ratio. So ratio is 5 is to 1, right? Now we can put this value of k in y coordinate, which is ordinate, right? So in y coordinate, we will put k is equals to 5 there, then minus 4k minus 6 upon k plus 1. This was the y coordinate of the point of intersection. Then after putting value of k, we are having minus 26 upon 6, that is minus 13 upon 3. So this is the point of intersection, 0 minus 13 by 3. Now let's find out area of a triangle. Here in this figure, you can see we are having a triangle ABC having coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Here easily you can see OD is x1, OE is x2 and OF is x3. AD is y1, BE is y2 and CF is y3. As you know well, area of triangle ABC is equals to half into base into altitude. And we will use here area of trapezium also. So area of trapezium formula, we are having half into sum of parallel sides into distance between them. As we have to find out the area of triangle ABC in terms of coordinate geometry, means in terms of coordinates of these vertices. So what we will do here, see, ABED is a trapezium we are having here, and ADFC is also a trapezium. So we can write here area of triangle ABC in terms of trapezium, area of trapezium ABED, right, plus area of trapezium ADFC. Then we will subtract area of trapezium BEFC. Area of trapezium BEFC. When we will subtract this area from this combined area, we will be having area of triangle ABC, right? I hope this is clear to all of you. Now we will put these value of these areas with the help of this formula. So you can see here area of triangle ABC. First we are having ABED. So half into sum of parallel sides. You can see BE and AD are parallel sides, into distance between them is ED, plus half into AD plus CF into DF, minus half into BE plus CF into EF. After putting all these values, now we will put these values in terms of coordinates. So length of BE, you can see here BE is Y2 and AD is Y1. So y half into Y2 plus Y1, and ED is equals to X1 minus X2. ED is equals to, this whole is X1 and this is X2. So ED is equals to X1 minus X2, plus half into AD plus CF is Y1 plus Y3 and DF is X3 minus X1. Just like this, it is minus half into Y2 plus Y3. Y2 plus Y3 into X3 minus X2. X3 minus X2. So after rearranging all the terms, we can have half into X1 into Y2 minus Y3 plus X2 into Y3 minus Y1 plus X3 into Y1 minus Y2. So this is the formula in coordinate geometry to find out the area of a triangle if you are knowing the coordinates of all three vertices. Now, condition of collinearity in terms of coordinates. If 3 points of are collinear, then area of a triangle formed by them will always be 0. Collinear means if 3 points are collinear means they all will lie in same line. If they are lying on the same line, then it is not possible to construct a triangle from the that 3 points, right? When there will not be any triangle, then how can we calculate area of that triangle? It means area will always be 0. So this is the condition of collinearity, where after knowing coordinates of all the vertices, you can put this area equals to 0 and you can have many different relations there. Now let's have an example based on area. So find the area of a triangle formed by the points A5 to B4, 7 and C7 minus 4. So with the help of formula, we are having formula half into X1 into Y2 minus Y3 plus X2 into Y3 minus Y1 plus X3 into Y1 minus Y2. So here we are having X1 Y1, X2 Y2 and X3 Y3. After putting all these values, we are having this kind of equation. After solving this, it is taking the form half into 55 minus 24 minus 35. After solving this, we are having minus 4 by 2 means minus 2. But area is a measurement, so it can't be negative anyhow. So we will write it like 2 square units because it is a quantity, so it will always be positive. So it is 2 square units. This is the answer of this question. Now get ready for the pop quiz. So first question is, if the points A12, B00 and C, AB are collinear. Then what is the relation between A and B? Means they have given you these 3 points are collinear. Just before 1 minute, I have explained you what is the condition of collinearity. You have to use that condition here. So its answer will be 2A is equals to B. Let's have another question. If the centroid of triangle formed by points PAB, QBC and RCA is at the origin, what is the value of A plus B plus C? So you have to use here centroid of triangle, right? I hope you can solve it. So now I'm going to tell you the answer. Answer will be 0. Value of A plus B plus C will be 0. Just use the formula of centroid of triangle. Let's have third question. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points P3 minus 6 and Q53 is divided by the x-axis. I have explained you question just like this, where we were having here y-axis. So I know 100% you can solve this question very easily. Now I'm going to tell you the answer. Answer is 2:1, right? Now let's have last question. Find coordinates of a point on x-axis which is equidistant from the points -3,4 and 2,5. Very simple question. Just you have to use here distance formula. So answer is 2/5 and 0. So that's all for this video. Thanks for connecting with me. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.